Joining me now for more is Ryan Mauro, a national security analyst with the Clarion project. Ryan, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
You know, reports are there are some in the Trump administration who don't think this is such a good idea, that the terror group designation is somehow bad for the United States. There's concern about U.S. troops. How might they be in danger now?
Well, it's the same old argument that we always hear whenever the United States tries to do anything against Iran, which is that, well, Iran might retaliate, that you'll make the terrorists terrorize more. But you follow that line of logic, it's an argument for essentially doing nothing because you always run the risk of Iran responding. I don't think that that's valid in this case because for the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Corps, the Iranian regime, and especially those that may carry out a retaliation, they have to think about the consequences of that nonetheless. So it's not in Iran's interest to retaliate in any large way. And for me, when I look at this move, I'm thinking more beyond just calling a spade a spade. I think there are serious ramifications because of this move financially for the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Corps, as well as for homeland security in the United States. And I think that that's very positive because we have to remember that the Iranian regime is active within the borders of the United States.
So how would you describe the IRGC? Are they a formidable force to be reckoned with?
Yes, but I would also call them essentially a jihadist mafia, terrorist mafia. And when you look at the designation of foreign terrorist organizations and you look at the criteria for it, there is nothing in there that limits designation to so-called non-state actors. So you can add elements of foreign governments, and this does set a positive precedent. In the future, if we needed to, we could, in theory, designate Pakistan's intelligence service, the ISI, for example, that continuously sponsors terrorists that kill American troops in Afghanistan. So this is, I think, a very important move that's substantive. And you're hearing a lot of outcry from the same people that just are always concerned about an escalation. If you want victory, if you want a better tomorrow, then you have to take action, and this is reasonable. By the way, we've been talking about this in the United States with significant Democratic support since 2007. Hillary Clinton supported it. Amy Klobuchar, the senator from Minnesota who's running for president, supported it. So it's really about time.
Would you call this a key piece of President Trump's maximum pressure campaign on Iran? Is this just part of it?
I would say this is a key piece because now every Revolutionary Guards Corps member and everyone who may purposely or accidentally send support to a Revolutionary Guards Corps member or entity is being put on notice because there are criminal ramifications to this now. Once you're a foreign terrorist organization, a member or a representative of it, then the U.S., according to law, we can come and try to arrest you or have another country arrest you and then send you over to the United States. So there's criminal liability now, and that's very important. And it's going to make companies around the world that are debating doing business with Iran run even faster than they have been running because they know that the Revolutionary Guards Corps very often operate businesses not called the Revolutionary Guards Corps. And if you're a businessman, you're not going to want to run the risk of investing in an entity that's not fully declaring who they really are because you're going to suffer the consequences.
And there are travel restrictions in addition to the economic restrictions, right?
Right. So if you are a member of this terrorist organization that is part of the regime, you are going to worry about where you're going. We can pressure other countries, say, don't allow this individual into your country. If you are a member or a representative of the Revolutionary Guards Corps within the United States and you're not a citizen, you can be kicked out. And this also means that we can deny entry to you based on that suspicion. And we do have a serious problem. Like I said before, Clarion Project has been documenting Iran-linked schools and mosques in the United States. And I've got to tell you, there are a lot more of them than I realized when I first started this project.
Sure. All right. Well, Ryan Mauro, thanks for your analysis here on Clear Cut.